Let me show you how you can change your background professionally in Photoshop to have a very nice and realistic background after, even when you have changed or add something to the background, it'll still be looking realistic. So without wasting much time, let's get to it. So to get started, the first thing I'm to do is to duplicate the background layer by pressing Command J on the keyboard just like this, or let me undo that, or I drag it down here. So whichever works for you, you can go with it. So after duplicating the background layer, to select the subject. So I want to demarcate the subject from the background. So to select the subject, you can use your quick selection tool, or you can come to this icon right on top here and you just click select subject. It's going to select it automatically, but just that the selection won't be really perfect, so you have to still come and make some adjustment to it. So I already have a selection, so I'm just going to right click, then I'm going to load selection. So once I click load selection, I will not touch anything on the document. I'll head on to the channel, then I'll select the subject, which I did. So I'm going to click OK. So you can now see the selection has been made already. So to furthermore, I'm going to duplicate another copy on top of this background layer I duplicated earlier. So to do that, I'll make sure I select the background copy right here. Then I'm going to press my Command J on the keyboard to duplicate that for me. So after duplicating that, if I come right to this background copy layer right here, then let me just show you an example. I click anything on the adjustment, then just play around with it. It's going to just affect only the background. The subject won't be affected. So let me delete this. So I have successfully separated the subject from the background. So I'm just going to highlight these two layers right here. Then I'm going to drag it down to this point to make a group of it. So once I make the group, I'll come to this background copy layer and make sure this subject layer is on top, always on top. So first of all, I'll pick on the patch to remove all these dots on the background. So just to make it smooth. So you can see anything I'm doing right here is actually on the background. It's not affecting the subject. So I'm just going to pick this off just like this. So once I'm done here, I'll get to the subject layer, press and hold my command key, then click on the layer. It's going to make the selection again. Then I'm going to invert the selection this time by pressing Shift Command I. So it's going to select the background. Make sure I still select this background copy. Then I'm going to duplicate it by pressing Command J on the keyboard. So once I duplicate that, I'll head on to filter, then I'll select blur, then I'll choose Gaussian blur. So once I choose Gaussian blur, I'm going to take this radius up so that it can smoothen the background. So you can see, yeah, the background is getting smooth. So I'm just going to take it up a bit. So you can see the background is smooth already. Then let me just take it to around 61. Then I'll click OK. So once I add that, you can see the before, the background is smooth already, and after. So to make it more realistic, I'm going to come right here, pick on my rectangular Maggi tool, then I'll zoom it out a bit. Then I'm going to select just the ground area because I want to add a little bit of, I want to reduce the curve to make it dark a bit. So I'm going to select the curve, then I'm just going to bring it down a bit. So you can see the lines right here, and I'm going to come to this fader, then I'll take the fader up just a bit. I'm going to fader that a bit so you can see the before, you can see the after. It's looking realistic already. So I'm just going to add a little bit of fader, then I'll close it. So the next for me to do is to add black and white so that it can desaturate all the yellows in the background. So I'm going to come to the black and white, click on it. So after clicking on the black and white, I'm not going to do touch any of this adjustment. I'm just going to leave it like that. Then I'm going to come right here to the background. I want to overlay it on just to make it more stunning. Then I'll pick on my move tool. Then I'm going to drag the background to this image. So once I drag it, I'm going to press my Command T on the keyboard just so I can transform, adjust it to the area I want it to be. So I'm just going to do it like this. So you can see the image is looking nice already. I'm going to take this up. So after adding it, I'm going to click OK. So once I click OK, I'm going to come to this opacity because the opacity is kind of too much on this image. So I'm just going to reduce the opacity a bit. So I'm going to reduce the opacity to about 60. Let me show you the overall before and after. This is the before and this is the after. You can see it's looking nice already, but I'm not done. And I'm going to come to the adjustment, click on the color balance. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of cyan to it and also blue to the background just to make it more stunning and amazing. So you can see this is the before and this is the after. So this is the before and this is the after. I hope you learned from this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And also, there is a link on the description for you to join my WhatsApp group so that you can be dropping challenges that you're having. We will be glad to help. So don't forget, like, comment, and share this video. See you on the next one.